this. Abaddon, with his Aghanims, if you put him in an off lane,
Yeah.
would actually be amazing just because he could heal you up from all the area damage.
Yeah. Well, we haven't really seen a lot of Abaddon this tournament, I don't think.
No, Duck played it quite a lot, and I believe some of the other teams. Towards the start of the group stage, everyone was picking it up, and we were like, because it wasn't really meta at the time, so we were like, are we missing something? Do we not know something that everyone else does?
Yeah.
But
well, that's the beauty of a tournament. Sometimes they literally form their own metas as it goes along.
That is the case indeed. So,
I was going to say for WRG, Nyx is amazing, and then it got banned.
And Pixie, not too far behind.
Yeah, it's for the same reasons, though. Uncontrollable damage. Storm Spirit.
Okay, wait, hold up.
Whoa.
So it is a pulse puck. It must be.
Yeah,
And an off-lane Legion
mid.
and
you don't
RDK
take Storm Spirit anywhere else, right?
No,
you can pull an LGD from TI8 and put him safe lane, but that didn't work.
I suppose. Once again, he absolutely has to be on stream. He's a little bit of an attention whore sometimes. Hey, Max.
I do love observing Storm Spirit games when he starts zipping all over the guy. Oh, it's so much fun.
Storm Spirit, one of my favorite heroes in the game.
Bloodseeker. Okay, so this is. I was wondering if they were going to pick it because when they didn't ban it, but I wanted to finish your point because we saw yesterday Bloodseeker was good against that Lycan, but then now with the Storm pick, it's sort of a double. You could do it on the Storm, you could do it on the Puck, even on the Legion. Because
it doesn't do anything to Storm.
Does it not? If he zips?
No, if you zip, it doesn't do anything. You can't be damaged while you're zipping.
Okay.
Trust me, I know. I've been raptured a few times with Storm Spirit and just zipped away, and everyone's like, wait, what? Because the natural reaction is, ha, you can't zip away, and then you just go.
But I hope this is going to be good. I'm going to leave you guys into the game itself, but this is the grand final of the Keystroke Cup. I really hope everyone's going to enjoy it.
About that much. And after all of this, here we are. Game 1.
This is it. I want everyone to enjoy this game. I want to wish the players the best of luck. I wish you guys the best of luck. I wish everyone good internet karma, knock on wood. And Escom, don't go off now. All right. I'll see you guys later.
We hope everyone enjoys.
Have a good one. All right. So they are going to get into the game here. One of the things I really like is Precious Petunia and the Legion Commander. If she does go for the Ags build, you can just remove a hero.
Yep, no, it is really, really nice, and especially with a hero like Void Spirit, who wants to be all over the place. I'm not sure. Does it make you magic immune? I seem to feel like it makes you magic immune as well.
No, it doesn't make you magic immune, so you can still be stunned and silenced.
Okay. But if you BKB beforehand, you're basically unkillable. Like you BKB, walk in, and they don't have anything to put you away. They can rupture you, but whatever.
Yeah, but you're standing still, hitting someone.
Yeah, exactly. So, I agree. I think Legion Commander, very, very nice pickup, especially at this sort of stage of the game, where, the objective is to maybe hold one person out of the way while the rest of the team are cleaning them up. So, yes! South African Dota!
SA Dota, yee. We have 2 vanilla heroes on the Shadow Demon and the Legion. I think Lycan as well. No, he has some stuff.
Storm has the lightning bolt. Void Spirit doesn't count. Oh no, he's got the taunt.
He has his taunt, so he has something.
And Presence Petunia, rocking that completely naked Legion Commander.
Yeah.
And no admins on Twitch, we do not mean that kind of naked.
We're talking about the fact that Void Spirit has a taunt, but if you go Shadow Poison on Shadow Demon, you get a free taunt anyway.
That is true. Okay, well, we haven't really spoken about it yet, because the drops are unbelievably even by the looks of it, but do you have a favorite? As it looks like our pause should be coming to an end soon.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of want Sin 5 to win just because WOG is committing heresy by not putting Puck mid.
But I didn't ask you what you want to win. I asked you who you think is going to win. Or rather, not who's going to win. Who do you think has the better draft?
Oh, it's so difficult.
I'm leaning towards White Rabbit. I like that draft a lot. I like the arrows on it. I like the.
I'm gonna actually have to say Sin 5 because their supports have more synergy, and then they also just do so much area damage.
We didn't even talk about the old-fashioned combo of Schlinks and Doom Bunny.
Disruption into arrow, yes.
That is as old as time. I mean, I feel like that combo started as a Sin 5 are doing a nice old 4-man rush into the jungle here, but absolutely nothing happening at the moment. Oh, nice little sneaky ward in the back line. Well, as a bottom lane, Aghanim, he has found the opposition side of this. So we should probably run down our teams, right? So starting from the top on Sin 5, we have Mr. Doom Bunny on the Mirane. He's been having himself a great tournament. The combos of the supports on these high-level teams has just been fantastic. Following up, Dota and Da playing on his signature Zeus. Castaway, he'll be playing one of the meta heroes at the moment, Mr. Void Spirit. And meanwhile, in bottom area, we have Aghanim playing the Bloodseeker. I can't help it when I feel like we're missing one. There he is, Shadow Demon, Mr. Sphinx, wandering into the enemy base already. Off on his own little adventure. So start on the other side with Mr. Puck being played by Harry the Hams. Precious Petunia, one of my favorite names in the tournament, playing the Legion Commander. Mid lane, MD on a Storm Spirit. Repo on the Disruptor. And last but not least, RDK playing the Lycan.
Yeah.
So a slight bit of a mix-up here. Dota and Dark going mid with the Zeus. I don't know if he's been played in offlane prior, but Castaway normally the mid position, and he's going to be finding himself in offlane.
Yeah, they swapped it up, but Zeus versus Storm Spirit is a fairly, I would say, even-ish lane. Both of them can kill the other.
Yeah, but also neither of them are fantastic at straight-up right clicks. They both have to use abilities here and there to last hit, so...
Yeah.
It's just going to be a straight-up who's better at who.
Yeah, they do have a problem with this Void Spirit getting absolutely zoned by the Disruptor.
Disruptor and the Lycan. So strong, as we saw, put to very, very good effect last night.
But there's a tri-lane that's causing troubles for WRG.
Bottom lane, yeah, here comes the first arrow into a silence combination. That should be as easy as a couple extra last hits as Petunia. He's going to try and jump through, but now he gets taken down by himself.
Very good one, but just not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a nice little play, but he was never going to make it out of there. Doom Bunny was running himself around the trees anyway, just to try and catch him. Just in case. So, do you have a lane here that you think we're going to watch? I think I know what you're going to say, but it's bottom lane. Here we go again. Harry the Hams finding himself in a very, very nasty situation. Petunia might be able to block up enough. One salve will be able to do it. Doom Bunny leaps forward. He's jumping all over the place. Manages to get one last hit off and gets that puck kill. This bottom lane, tri lane.
Yeah, it's very deadly.
So aggressive. Question answers itself.
Yep. Mid, you're going to have to watch out for the burst from both of these heroes, but...
Ooh.
Ooh.
Courier kill.
Going to RDK.
Yeah. No, it was RDK's courier getting killed. So,
I know, but it was going to him. I don't know who got it.
Yeah, it can only have been the creeps, because it didn't show up as who. And now, Puck gets himself a reverse courier on Mr. Schlinks' courier.
Nice.
So, a courier either way.
Yeah. Oh, Petunia, you need to be very...
No, here comes the arrow once again. Oh, Harry, Mr. President's it hard, and he will be taking that on the chin. My goodness.
What a man.
That was the next level Mr. President get down moment right there.
Very, very well played by Harry. Blinking in there and taking the arrow.
I don't. Whoever got hit by that arrow was going to die. That was pretty much a given with the silence coming out as well. And I gotta say, this lane combo, I kind of don't like it because with all the South Africans currently watching that, we know that this is now going to be a pub thing again.
Yeah, it's going to be a pub thing again until people realize that it's an amazing combo up until the
MD! MD, he's going to get banished. Here comes the arrow. It's going to be able to connect, and with a couple attacks, they should just lightning bolt brings him down.
Yeah.
Oh, this roaming combo is so nasty.
Yeah. I was going to say it's going to be a thing up until people realize that it's great until about 20 minutes. And then you have to find something else to do.
No, I'll tell you what though, Shanks and Doom Bunny, again, showing off how well they work together as a combination, and they're just roaming around, causing absolute chaos. And now they've split up, maybe trying to get a little bit more out of the map. The classic Sin 5 strategy of get as much map control as possible the entire way through. Yep, Doom Bunny might be able to find himself the courier again, and with one more attack he will, and IDK has had a courier die twice in 4 minutes. Which is impressive, because they take a while to respawn. But now Doom Bunny needs to be a little bit careful here, being chased down, but yeah. Harry the Hams, only level 1 still. Really struggling to start at this game.
Yeah. That's the problem with Puck's support. She's not very good at, like, very low levels. Like level 1, 2.
1 to 4, 1 to 5, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Unlike Shadow Demon, who can just pop you like he's about to do to Precious Petunia.
Oh! The poison.
Yeah, that was a 3 poison stack. Even if it's only level 2, it still hurts like hell.
What is, so, that's 35, 50 damage each. 4 times the stack damage based, so what's that? 4 by 3, 200 damage plus the original damage, so the hit damage of 34. So yeah, it's close to 400 damage, which doesn't sound like a ridiculous amount, but this early on, as top lane, the combo being used once again, Reaper, he will be able to try to slow down, but Castaway, he gets the kill. And once again, the Sin 5 support's just taking absolute control as
Nope, but Zeus
in mid lane will be brought down by MD, but the retaliation is immediate from Sin 5. They will be able to bring him down. Aghanim, he's on sat.
This is what I was talking about with the Zeus Storm Spirit lane. They can both kill each other, so whoever wins is immediately going to die to the other team supports. He's at 0 health.
Well, Harry the Hams, it looks like he might be able to give himself a lane for a little bit of time in mid lane here. He does need to be very careful though, as he is one of the few heroes who can deal with that combo, because if you are fast with that phase shift and the arrow isn't on top of you when you come out, you can sort of dodge it.
Yeah.
So.
You can... One thing we must watch out for is Necro 1 is up on RDK, and he does have his ult, so this is probably a kill potential here for him.
Yeah, but if you want a hero to be able to get away from that, Voidspur is probably that hero.
Yeah, he does have level 6, so he does have double dashes to get away from it.
Yeah, you jump up under the hill. You can put yourself away for a little while with the dissimulate. It's he's a hard kill. As bottom lane, once again going on Precious Petunia, and he's just ruptured up with the kill secure from across the map.
Well, from across the lane.
No, kill secure Doto da Zeus.
Oh, okay, sorry. It looked like a starfall. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in top lane, Castaway getting lightning bolted down a little bit here. He does need to be a little bit careful. Repo is not struggling for levels, as he will get brought back under tower a little bit. Oh, but there's the dissimulate. Once again, we were talking about that.
He does have double dash.
He does not have dissimulate again for a little while, though. So there's the first dash, and that's what we were talking about now. But Doom Bunny comes in, but leaps over the hill.
Gets out of the static field, and he's fine.
Yeah,
I was going to say... One hero to watch out for who does not run away from the wolf as easily as Void Spirit does is Zeus.
Right. Yeah, and he is very much one of the center points of this game at the moment.
Yeah. What I would love to see from RDK is every time his ult is up, he just immediately beelines onto the Zeus.
And with that, MD just has a prophesized moment. He is trying to bring himself up a little bit here. Luckily, he had the Arcane Rune on still. So he was able to zip a very long way away. But Dota and Da, he is hungry. Almost diving tier 3s. But on the return, Repo, he's going to try and slow things down a little bit here. They're going to be able to charge for a little bit here, hold him in place. But with the send back, maybe with the Shadow Poison.
No, he is dead.
Yeah, no, okay, he's still proccing. No, the poison! That did very little, but here comes the arrow!
Ooh.
That was a little bit...
That was painful.
That was one of those moments where you see the arrow coming, but for some reason your brain just does not quite pick it up.
Yeah, Dota and Die.
Like you see it, and you tell yourself, I should probably dodge this. And then it hits you.
Yeah. Dota and Die needs to be careful here. He is scary, but so is the heroes that can kill him on WRG.
But there's a 4-man rush around now. And with the silence, and the Rupture, RDK is being held in place, and all 5 of Sin 5 are here. Living up to their names, if they will.
Again, just... You go on one of them, and all of a sudden 5 of them are in like a 300 range diameter circle. It's insane.
And I gotta say, the Storm Spirit, Mr. MD here. Oh, no! I was just about to say that as Repo finds himself in the wrong neighborhood, one more attack and he will be going down. And it's 11 for 1. This game's already starting to run out of control.
You say that, but when it comes to farm, the 2 big cores are not that far behind on WRG. Their biggest problem is the fact that Legion is just not a thing.
Yeah.
She's top lane.
She's gonna be able to jump forward a little bit here. Will they be able to catch anybody out? RDK has ulted. They are going to try and run forward. Ooh! The arrow doing a fair amount of damage. They should be able to bring Schlinks down here. It will not be a duel victory just yet. But Petunia is still in the area. He's desperately dancing around. He wants to find himself anything he can. But now the Rupture being used on RDK. And it looks like he might just be able to go down. But no, he will get brought down. Dota and Da. He is now around. And here we are once again with all 5, the Sinister 5, being in the area with the exception of Schlinks, who was dead. Oh, but the Wolves backline get a courier kill.
Nice.
It's a nice
At least they got something out of it.
It felt like it was so much worse.
They're blocking Bloodseeker. Just being annoying. Oh no.
Oh! No, okay. That would have been clutch. They are now going to start flying it around a little bit, being a bit interesting with it, making sure that the Wolves don't find it. But MD, in the meantime, he's been farming away. He wants to try and be as fired as possible. He skipped boots completely to start off with.
He just got Orchid, and you know what? I love it, actually.
Yeah.
Against the heroes you're up against.
You don't need the boots for initiation. So they know that they need to try and catch up somehow or another. As in bottom lane, the Wolves might claim themselves another courier. They don't quite. But they will be able to bring Aghanim back in. But Doom Bunny starts sleeping. He cancels his job here.
You say that, but the Wolf is faster than the courier.
Oh,
got it.
Zing! Man, I gotta say, these last 2... yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that this last 2 series that we've watched has just been a slaughter fest for the couriers.
Yeah. No donkey is safe.
I kind of want them to bring back the single courier thing. Because the analyst in the background dying. But I feel like at this level, they're just throwing away the couriers. It's like it doesn't quite matter enough to them. There is now Mirana ult being used, and they have possibly found where MD is, and with the disruption, they have found him. Will the arrow be able to connect? The neutral creeps!
Neutral creep tanks the arrow.
But now on the backline, however, they have now ruptured up. Precious Petunia, he is going to be brought down fairly easily here as Dota and Da. He drops the ult, jumping forward. RDK, he's trying to get around, but there's a beautiful Dream Coil into the static field. Will they be able to bring down Doom Bunny? They do as well. The silence is now being thrown on the floor. It's not quite enough to kill anyone just yet. MD gets himself a double kill, but he will go down in return for Dota and Da. And now he wants to try and clean up a little bit more. Harry the Hams, he's got to get away. And Repo, he might be the next one here, but the damage may be a little bit too much. And now Dota and Da might be in a little bit of trouble here. He stayed around maybe a little bit too long. Harry, his abilities are coming up fairly shortly. The silence is around, but it's not close enough. He's just too fast with those boots of travel.
Holy crap, Zeus is Marioing his way all over the map right now.
Those boots of travel this early on are just fantastic on him, as RDK may be finding himself in a situation he doesn't necessarily want to be in. The support's once again on Sin 5 as Castaway jumps in and he will be able to bring down RDK. Petunia runs forward to try and get something off, but it just does not matter. And as quick as that Sin 5 recover the fight.
Yeah, Lycan needs to not be there. He needs to get Necro 3 before he starts doing anything.
Yeah. Or in the meantime, he needs to try and split push. I mean, he's playing Lycan. And Sin 5, as much as they are fantastic at the 5-man rotations, as Dota and Da, he is absolutely hungry for blood at the moment with Reaper over here. He's trying his best to slow him down, but he does have his ult. And with the storm being thrown down, and now Harry the Hams, he is around. They will be able to commit a little bit more with silence. They might be able to bring him down, and they do. Doom Bunny, however, and Aghanim are now around. The Rupture being used on Repo. The silence will not collect on Harry. He manages to phase shift away, but he will be brought down to normal right click. And now as President Petunia!
Oh,
Aghanim,
no! He's dead.
He might be brought down. No! The disruption is perfect. We'll be able to slow it down and delays that kill from Precious Petunia, and what would have been a dual win for Petunia turns up in his death, and ND just has to walk away. Ooh. We didn't even think about this during the draft phase. That is such an awkward position. The disruption's just so good.
The disruption save was just amazing. It is a problem that they're going to have to deal with. They're going to have to either get Shadow Demon with the duel.
Yep.
Or have him dead before the duel goes off.
It's such an awkward situation at the moment.
Ooh.
White Rabbit, as an arrow gets flown out, and it looks like they will be able to find the RDK. And with a couple more, no, the creeps again, be able to slow it down, but with Dota and Da he's on the job, and it doesn't matter. Repo, he finds himself in a very bad situation. He might be able to glimpse back Dota and Da, and he does. The arrow being thrown forward and won't be able to connect, and now he will try and use the...
MD did get Aghanim down bot.
Uses the Shadow Amulet to try and get himself out of trouble a little bit here. As Sin 5 are absolutely hungry. Meanwhile, they do find Schlinks. It is, and that is the first duel win for Precious Petunia.
That was an absolutely beautiful duel win on the...
But Repo, he does eventually get brought down. Sin 5, they were very, very hungry for that kill.
Honestly, I think WRG would be happy with that.
It is a first duel win for the Legion Commander. It shakes off that rust, because when you're running around with Legion Commander and you're not winning duels and you're getting denied over and over again, it starts taxing you a little bit.
Yeah. Ooh, they can go for another one if they have vision. They do know that 5 is here.
Yeah, they don't have they do have a ward, so they know.
Yeah, they don't have a puck ult.
RDK, he is baiting himself a little bit here, but maybe for a bit too long, as with Castaway and Dota and Da right on top of him. No, but they won't be able to bring him down just in time, as Castaway is now silenced. And silenced again. He does have a Yules. Will he be able to get out of it? No, he doesn't. The Remnant brings him down.
By RDK.
And now they are trying to move forward, trying to find a little bit more. They will see the courier, so now they know that Doom Bunny's around. They don't quite get the glimpse off, though.
Alright. Bloodseeker was busy pushing in the lane, but he has to leave now because WRG has disengaged. There is a Mirana ult coming out from Sin 5, but level 3 Necro is up on the Lycan, so they saw that.
Yeah, no, and with the
haste rune for Bloodseeker, maybe.
So they used it looking for something, but at this point in time, White Rabbit, as far behind as it appears that they are, 6k net worth is not ridiculous. And they do still have a very good team.
Yeah,
MD, by the way,
recoverable.
topping the net worth chart at the moment. And there's an Imp Claw. That's going to be very nice on Lycan.
Very good on Lycan, yes.
And he
Dragon
does have his Necro Freeze as well, on the side note.
Ooh, they are going in on...
Yeah, they're going to be able
here.
to find Repo. And he is just getting absolutely abused by Sin 5 this time around. As they are going to try and find a bit more. RDK finding himself in an interesting situation. He has the vision, they don't.
Radiant structures are
He
the
knows they were
nighttime
coming.
vision bonus.
Nighttime vision bonus, eh?
There has to be. How did he knew they were coming? They didn't know he was there. But they do have a ward. Oh, the ward gave them extra vision. Okay. That's Sin 5 are very, very stacked up over here.
Anyway, so they do look like they want to engage. They do have all their ults up. WRG.
Oh, MD will be able to be remnanted down with the lightning bolt. They won't be able to bring him down.
So much
Zeus
magic
being
damage.
committed, it did not matter. He was dead by then already anyway. And now, Schlinks, he will be able to disrupt himself. Petunia might be able to get the duel off, and he will. And there's a second duel win for Petunia.
That was 100% a vision ult coming out from Zeus.
Yeah. But, and not just that, Sin 5 will probably be happy with that trade, but again, anytime it's a duel win, you're getting a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like having a bounty hunter or a purge in your team. It's worth more than just a kill in the end.
Yeah, or silencer to a lesser degree.
Yeah. So, the game definitely not out of hand just yet. Sin 5, they are doing a lot of map control at this point in time. Running around as 5, clearing everything up. And with Dota and Die around on the Zeus, it does make this situation a lot easier. Where you're able to clear out wards without having to buy any sentries of your own. And he has a Blink Dagger, by the way. And it looks like... I'm not sure what he is bringing on his way. Something in the courier. No, okay, he's bringing himself a Tome of Knowledge. And,
they're all going to go in on Precious Petunia.
So,
Repo is here.
He is around. They know that they're around, but Repo, he's going to get remnanted. And this should just be as simple as finishing him off. He manages to Shadow Amulet a little bit. He's trying to slow things down, but it won't matter.
Yeah. Petunia TP'd out while that happened.
Yeah.
So...
Nah. Repo doing his absolute best. Kill as much time as possible to make sure his core gets out of there.
Yeah, that was mobile ward duties 101.
Yeah. Standing in the front, taking it on the chin. And I tell you what, a lot of the kills is MD will be able to find Dota and Da. A long-range zip across the map, but no, the disruption is there, and he will be saved once again. The silence proc, not quite able to do it. Now Dota and Da, he's going back in. He wants to return the favor. But now with the Zeus ult, it's not quite enough. Will he be able to chase him down? Doom Bunny is in the area. He's going to be able to transport the arrow being thrown, but they know it is not coming. And with the glimpse back, but now Schlinks, he's around. He's going to be able to disrupt. He's going to slow things down a little bit here. But now the Drain Coil into the Disruptor ult is fantastic. Schlinks, he's starting to get very low here. He might not have anything left to do in this fight. And now the chase down as Aghanim is getting chased by RDK across the map, and he won't be able to survive for now. But now, Schlinks forward. No, the Rupture will be able to go off an RDK. He's trying to TP away. And no, he gets used up at the absolute last second. And he will be brought down by Castaway at the last second. Repo, it looks like once again, he will go down. And these fights, Aghanim being able to run at 645 move speed to the Lycan 650. You can't make that up.
That was so close from him. Oof. One more hit from the Lycan and Bloodseeker was dead.
The important part, MD did survive throughout all of that.
Yep.
And at the moment, he sort of is their saving grace, if you will. As it looks like Castaway, he wanted to stop that. Just talking about how MD is surviving and Castaway clearly felt something. There was a disruption in the energies, and he decided that he wanted to stop that.
Yep. Unfortunately, Castaway's got the Star Sense zipped away. He is going for BKB. You very much need it in this game.
Yeah. He has it lined up. Do you think he's going to go at first? He's got Ags just about done. It's literally 300 gold away. And that silence is going to be amazing. As I say, that Dream Coil now being committed. Here's silence. Fuel's being used now. But there's the Disruptor ult, and they will be able to... No, pressure Petunia. Again, the Disruption going to be able to slow it down. He doesn't quite win. No, on the other side, Castaway wins the duel. And now it's going to be able to be a bit of a turnaround as there is now a Rupture on Reaper, and he will once again go down. And the Lightning Bolt gets 2 kills on the backline there. RDK, he's going to just have to try and run away as quickly as possible. Dota and Da, he does TP away. O's on the side of caution, and once again, the fight's just happening so violently.
Yeah. Zeus, like, you have to ban Zeus against Sin 5. Dota and Da just does so much in these fights.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's just everywhere. With those TP boots and Blink Dagger, he is just literally everywhere. And with an Aghanims on the way, it's going to be even worse. As now Harry the Hams, he might be able to slow down Doom Bunny to the point where they might be able to get this kill. They are currently fielding him. And with the help of Petunia blinking in, gets himself the easiest duel of his life. And now Sin 5 just have to try and get away from here. No, there's the glimpse. They're going to be able to bring Dota and Da back, but he immediately is on it with the blink forward. They will be able to slow him down just a little bit, but oh no!
Oh, the pluck ult.
The Dream Coil just comes off cooldown. Not quite the $1 million Dream Coil, but they'll take it.
Oh, and
3,000 Rand Dream Coil, if you will.
3,000 Rand Dream Coil. Yeah.
It's not quite there just yet, but they'll take it.
Castaway did pre-tip the Zeus for getting out of there, and then he kind of was like, oh, okay, never mind.
That's our job. We're the people who jinx people here, okay? Listen here, Castaway. You can't take our jobs. You're too good at everything.
Yeah, BKB is just everywhere this game, and it's one of those games where you kind of need it.
Yeah, MD definitely being the main threat here at the moment. There is... That net worth lead has not really gone anywhere. It's gone from 6,000 when we last mentioned it to 7. And that definitely shows so far in this game as there is now an ult being used and they will be able to silence up Harry and it should just be an easy kill for Castaway. The rest of the team from Sin 5 were on the way in case it was needed, but yeah.
It is a support, so...
Yep. Things for now at the moment. Yeah, you say it! It is the puck, and at the moment he has been a huge playmaker. But fortification being used, they're trying to slow things down a little bit in this top lane.
Yeah, but if you had to choose someone to die, you'd choose the Disruptor or the puck rather than your Lycan.
And unfortunately, they have been fulfilling that role a lot this game. Sin 5 are just absolutely ruthless and will take absolutely anything they can. And now, Castaway will jump forward. He's going to try and use a Remnant, but no. The save from Repo is there. The silence has been used, though. We'll be able to slow down MD for now. And the Lightning Bolt out of nowhere. Once again, Dota and Da just getting in everyone's faces. Repo tried to TP, but they found him thanks to the Zeus ult.
They were fighting Castaway and Doom Bunny, and all of a sudden they're fighting the entirety of Sin 5 again in a 300 range circle. It's insane.
They have just reacted perfectly every single time. And Pressure Petunia needs to be so careful. Yeah, he realizes it and he's trying to get out of there as quickly as he can. Arrow being thrown forward. There's the Nimbus Cloud. And now they are going to be able to use them up and he'll be held in place. Silence being used, committed, and Dota and Da once again secures.
Yeah, they are going to go for this tier 2. So if WRG wants to make a stand, this is the place to do it at.
I don't know if they can at this point. It's when Sin 5 are a 5-man, as they have been so often, is once again MD going across the map, and he will be able to bring down Dota and Da. Holy crab cakes, that was a long one.
That is a problem.
He zipped from halfway across the map there.
Yeah, that is a problem with the Zeus build. So the Zeus build is amazing when you're not getting gone on, but when you are getting gone on, there's nothing you can do.
Because
he's going for Refresher Orb after Arcane Blink. If he gets silenced by Storm Spirit, he's just dead. Unless Disruptor's in the area.
Yeah, the Disruptor, I think you mean the Disruption.
Otherwise
known as Shadow Demon.
Ebola Demon, yeah.
Ebola Demon, yes, that's the one, sorry. Got it wrong. But
Doom Bunny
MD?
has used the ult.
Yep. I don't know if it was for his own safety, because the rest of the team not really doing much at the moment, and now he will find himself in the middle of White Rabbit here, as the quickening jump is now picked up by other side of Castaway. It's quite interesting, actually. He's picked himself up the Grove Bow, and I quite like that, because when he zips through people, all of the status effects get thrown on as well, so the follow-up damage from his ult is amplified by that. It's quite nice.
Oh, Yule's into arrow in the background.
Oh, the arrow is absolutely beautiful. But Doom Bunny, there's the duel. That was maybe a little bit cocky, my friend. As, yeah, Petunia, who had one hell of a horrible start to this game, it must be said, has himself 60 deal damage. It is almost 30 minutes in, so it's definitely not the best game in the world, but it's definitely not worst either.
Speaking of the 30 minutes in, 30 minutes shrines are coming up, and Dire doesn't have one.
Yeah, actually, right. This is we haven't really spoken about shrines that much this game. The fights haven't been as vicious as others. As Precious Petunia and Repo find themselves Castaway over here.
MD
and now
is
there's nothing from MD out of nowhere. Will he be able to bring him down with the silence? There is no BKB just yet on Castaway. This follow-up silence is now around. There is the rupture to be able to slow it down, but they will be able to bring him down in the end. BKB now being used on MD, and buddy, there is one in Aghanim as well. The silence is now around. We'll be able to hold the rest of the team around here. He zips up the hill.
Oh,
and he might be able to throw that Doom Bunny TPs and he leaps on top. He'll be able to finish off as well. Will Harry manage to kick it out? No, he doesn't. He gets yielded up and he will just get cleaned up. Aghanim, he is in the area. He will do his absolute best to slow down time in the meantime, though. But Harry, he's got his dancing shoes on. He's doing his absolute best to get away at the moment. Aghanim and Dodo and Dar, they are chasing him down. There is nothing else to get but Dodo and Dar with the range. He will be able to get him. And the chase was fantastic.
He had 7 seconds on his blink dagger. If he used phase shift, he could have gotten out, but he would have had to time it perfectly.
He was dancing so hard there. I think you can give him the benefit of the doubt up until then. As on the plus side, an awkward fight there from White Rabbit. They do get their kill, but for 3 in return.
Yeah, on the plus side, Duel and Dreamcall are still up when these heroes come back.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower.
And as you can see there, I mean, even though the rupture doesn't work while Storm Spirit is zipping around, if he is out of mana, it makes it so awkward to be playing Storm Spirit. You want to be the most mobile guy around, and if you get ruptured without mana, it is a very difficult situation. He does have BKB, so that is now his only problem officially as of that fight. But it is still a big problem though. Especially with those long-range engages that MD just absolutely loves to do.
Yeah, I'm going to say something a bit controversial. I think there should be more, well, not quite more, but better options for magic resistance in the game than what there are. Because you get teams that do this, they just stack so much magic damage. And there's literally nothing you can do if they actually engage on you.
Eventually. MD once again, a map-wide zip right up on top of Dodo and Dar. Will they be able to bring him down with one more attack? No, the disruption is again. And MD finding himself in an awful situation. No, he does get the kill, but he goes down himself.
All right, they do have all
now the rest of WRG are bailing out as fast as possible, but it doesn't matter. The silence is now there. Repo, he's going to try and get away if he can, but no. He's just going to go down, and that's both of the supports too for White Rabbit. And once again, Sin 5 finding their way on top of a fight.
That Resonant Pulse just does so much damage to supports once Void Spirit gets into the backline. And there's not really much you can do to keep him out of the backline as well.
Yeah, no, and he is now BKB'd up as well. And so it's going to be even harder for the supports on White Rabbit to do anything. Both of them are basically magic and nothing else. There's not going to be any Aghanims forever on Repo. Sorry, not on Repo. Excuse me, on Harry.
Well, both of them need it.
Yeah, both of them. If they both get Aghanims, it will start being a different game again, because then once again the BKBs start mattering a bit less. But with the way this game's been going, Sin 5 have been absolutely ruthless to the supports.
Well, Lycan is doing the split push as much as he can.
Oh, Wolf Howl. Okay. I did not know that Wolf Howl reduced enemy damage as well. On the
Yeah, Wolf Howl is actually really good. It's an amazing pushing tool. So if you can spare the micro and you're a sweaty RTS nerd, you can put one wolf in like 2 different lanes, and if you howl those, if you howl those lanes that you put the wolves in, just immediately push because of how insane the buff is.
Yeah, it's damage reduction and armor reduction. So 40% damage reduction and 8% armor reduction. As Zeus Lightning Bolt being used,
but they were smoked up. So...
As they smoked up, which is a bit awkward because now they know.
Now they know, but at the same time, Zeus Lightning Bolt did nothing.
Yeah, but it's a minute and a half cooldown. As we find ourselves with the pause again, Harry the Hams might be having himself a bit of lag issues at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so up until now, Sin 5 are... Phew, they're taking more and more lane control away from White Rabbit here, and it's they're absolutely typical Dota of just like strangling them out of any map control. And
WLG is managing to keep up rather well considering how stompy this game has seemed.
It looks really bad from the outside, but that's I suppose the nature of Storm Spirit and Lycan both being such maneuverable heroes. They can more often than not get out of a fight. They're trying to negate damage. They have a puck as well, also very maneuverable, good at pushing out lanes quickly. So while they might have a very large kill advantage at the moment, the objectives have been a bit hard to come by for Sin 5.
Well, they did get... they are on a 2-tower advantage at the moment.
Yeah. No, they're on a 2-tower advantage, but when you see a team that's 12k ahead and more than double the kills, it feels like it should be more than that. There's a bit of shit-talking coming out from both teams at the moment.
SA pause.
SA pause. There we go. We all know.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you play South African Dota, you know this feeling.
Castaway can tell us whether it's exclusive to SA or not.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I gotta say it is. At this point in time, both teams understand that we are in a fairly serious situation, and they're having the good sense of sportsmanship to allow all of these pauses to happen. But I gotta say, Southeast Asia, I think if you had to pick a region that has the second most pauses, if I had to guess, I would say Southeast Asia. Because they also have they're a little bit more third world than most of the other servers as well, so you probably have more disconnects and power issues there. That's just
well, even their first world countries, like, can you imagine playing Dota from like New Zealand or Australia with the ping they get?
Well, you make that joke.
Undersea cables.
Yeah, no, and New Zealand are, like you say, quite far out of the way there. Actually, now that you mentioned that sort of part of the world, it's something completely off topic now, but it's a bit weird that you don't really see any Japanese players around.
Yeah.
They're just too busy playing StarCraft with the Koreans.
No, actually.
Not? Okay.
Yeah, the Japanese don't really play esports that much. They're too busy working. No, you laugh, but...
Yeah, I know.
Japan has the opposite of most other countries' problems. So you know how most countries suffer from unemployment? Yeah, Japan has too much employment.
Yeah. No,
there's more jobs than people.
Well, to bring it back into contention here, if you're a White Rabbit, what is the thought process?
Try and get Abyssal Blade on...
So we get the snarky comment from Mr. Analyst Man.
Don't lose.
Don't lose! 10 points!
Well, you can try and get Abyssal Blades. You can try and get Abyssal Blades on like the Legion Commander and the Lycan. But seriously though, this is the point where 5-man Dagon EG strats starts becoming a thing.
Starts making a bit of sense.
Yeah, because the whole idea with the 5-man Dagon, especially against a team like this, is can you imagine if Void Spirit jumps in and just immediately gets deleted?
Yeah. No, exactly. Actually, you're not completely wrong. And at the moment, there is no one, maybe Bloodseeker, to get the nullifier. And at the moment, all they have are silencers. So they blink in, and they're like, okay, cool, we've silenced you. There's nothing you can do. Kablam! And you just get obliterated by the blah, 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 blah.
The Dagons.
Dagons. Because when Castaway jumps into the middle of the enemy team, Dagon die.
Yeah, exactly.
That good old joke from way back when is, hey!
God damn it, Travis.
Who's Travis? Oh, Castaway. Okay. Damn it, Castaway. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the camera coming backward and forward and backward and forward and backward and forward like that, but here we are. Back into some good old-fashioned South African Dota. And in case you need a reminder, in Game 1 of this grand finals of the Keystroke Cup.
Zeus is going BKB after refresher.
Yeah. And I wonder why. As Harry the Hams goes in and immediately silences him up, but he is
but here comes the moment,
but now the rest of the team are coming around, and Harry's just dead. And Repo, not too far behind. He is going to try and hold himself up a little bit now, but he will be used up into the air. BKB being used empty. He is now jumping across, and they will be able to bring down Dubuddy in the backline. And now, Precious Petunia, he's come in. He's going to be able to duel up the Bloodseeker in the meantime, but he will get disrupted. And Schlinks, he will go down to the backline to RDK, and this fight has just gone absolutely chaotic as Doombuddy has now brought back MD. He's starting to get a little bit low. The Remnant is there. Castaway calls it, and they will be able to bring him down. Meanwhile, carrying on the other side, RDK he is currently ruptured up by Agony, and somehow this fight that started off so well for White Rabbit immediately turned on its head.
Yeah, and Harry is going to pay for their sins once again.
No, he makes it up. He's good.
Well done.
And he slows down the tier 2 assault in the meantime as well. Double bonus. And somehow Sin 5 make the fight work. It just seemed like for a moment there was a bit of hope there for White Rabbit. But again,
it was the disruption.
The supports. If they had managed to finish the duel there, that would have been a completely different fight. And this is just a free tier 3 at the moment. Silence being used, but this is going to be very awkward with the Void Spirit. We'll be able to hold him down. He has the Yules at the moment, but he gets destroyed by the Nimbus as he hits the ground. There's a bit of a throwback there. Precious Petunia, he's now in the middle of everyone. They do have a dust to try and hold him back a little bit. Arrows thrown, will miss, but it doesn't matter. There's the Zeus up once again. BKB, they're going to be able to chase down Reaper, and it just feels like this game is over now.
That's a GG territory.
White Rabbit, though, they don't want to give up just yet. It is still game 1. Maybe take a chance on it.
Fun fact. Zeus?
Yep.
If someone is stunned, he can... So if they're stunned, with his ult, Nimbus ult, Refresher Nimbus ult, he kills Storm Spirit, Puck, and Disruptor.
For free.
For free, yeah. Well, for Refresher ult.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, this really does seem like the sort of play as MD from downtown uses the TP and manages to get away. The Nimbus being thrown, that was interesting, but I think he TP'd back while he was still zipping. So a nice guess there from Dota and Dar, though. Still a little bit of a scary play there. Make sure that MD knows he's got to stay on his toes.
Trickster's Cloak coming out. Oh god.
Yeah, so the Trickster's Cloak being kept on Void Spirit. This is going to be very, very nice because there's the evasion and magic resistance. And at the moment, magic is most of the damage that is happening on this team. I've got to say, Precious Petunia, though, has been doing a fantastic job given the tools as he's been given in this game. I know he's really been struggling and he keeps getting disrupted, but he just somehow manages to find duels that really look good, but just getting ripped away as a spell prison getting picked up there.
Going on the puck.
Yeah, I was going to say, your initial reaction might be MD, but most of his damage comes out in the first round anyway.
Yeah, Ceremonial Robe is very good for him anyway.
Yeah, Ceremonial Robe, fantastic on Storm Spirit. And with the combined status and...
they have Vision of Schlenks.
They are currently going in. And as you say, they know he's there, and now they're going to use Necro 3.
Tier 3 Necro.
Newstart has been used. Castaways around. He's going to try and BKB. He's trying to do as much damage as he possibly can in the middle of all this. And it looks like he's going to try and just turn away. But meanwhile, this fight is so split up at the moment. And there's the Nimbus. They're going to be able to do a fair amount of damage. Now, Petunia, he just gets brought down eventually. And now the rest of Sin 5 are arriving. And with a beautiful silence, RDK, he's now ruptured and he is bashed and he will go down. MD manages to make it out, and somehow on the backline, so do both of the supports. But I say MD makes it out, but this is getting a little bit sketchy. The side of Sin 5 are so good at catching between Doom Bunny and Aghanim.
Yep. Bloodstone is almost up for MD, but I don't think he can hold this game by himself.
Level 25 is almost here, and let me tell you, those remnants are no joke. The amount of stopping power that they have is, meanwhile, the repo once again getting turned into dust.
Do you reckon he's going to go remnants and not overload attack band?
I don't know. If you're trying to defend, it's a difficult one.
The analyst vehemently disagrees.
Analyst is just having an absolute aneurysm in the background. 100% disagreeing with me as yeah. This is starting to look very difficult. There's a second lane of Rex from Sin 5 currently being brought down, and it will go down.
Yeah, not much that WRG can do to actually stop that without their full complement of heroes.
MD does need to be a bit careful here. They have a lot to deal with him. He is doing his best to try and get to level 25 as fast as possible, and it does feel like that is going to be the way that they deal with this. As there's the jump forward, Harry will be able to hold him in place, and with the combination, they bring him down.
Yeah, that was a bit of a wasted dust. Necro creeps were there.
Yeah. No, well, you're making double shot, I guess. You buy it, you're going to use it. MD getting ever closer to that essential level 25 as well. As he finds himself a flicker as well. That might be nice to put on Puck, but no, with the Spell Prism, maybe not.
Yeah.
MD once again zipping up top lane, but he needs to be careful. Sim 5 here, and I think he knows it. No! The Nimbus card cancels his TP. This might be it. They are now going to be able to jump forward. Castaway, he's in the area, and with the silence there, you are able to bring him down. And it looks like they are as well. Ooh.
They can't defend this actually without
this is so hard.
Without the storm. They
he
can't
is level
defend
25, and he does go the attack bounce, as you were saying. Also, there is a Desolate up on Castaway, and that makes this pushing just so much stronger. As once again, Mr. Analyst Man having an aneurysm in the background. This time incorrectly, I'll have you know. But Sin 5 jumping forward, looks like they might be able to catch. No, the Remnant just a little bit misplanned there over there by the side of Castaway. But he is creating a lot of time here as Petunia jumps forward, but once again denied by the disruption and what has just been a horrible game to play for Precious Petunia. And now the cleanup team are here, and Aghanim, he doesn't want to give any quarter whatsoever. He runs straight up into the base, and this should just be over. And yes, Harry the Hams, he calls GG, and we have ourselves Sin 5 winning Game 1 in this best of 5 at the end of this Keystroke Cup Grand Final.
That was just clinical from Sin 5.
Once again, as we've said, game and game again, they just seem to have found themselves absolutely clinical gameplay over and over again.
They take the inch and run the full mile.
Yeah, exactly. White Rabbit, they had a few signs of hope in the middle of there, so this is definitely not over by a long run, and it still made it to the 42-minute mark. So still plenty of Dota to be played. At least 2 more games here. Hopefully a couple more for all of the Dota fans out there. But yeah, so we're going to have ourselves a quick break. Grab yourself something to drink, and we will be back with you shortly. So, and but we also have ourselves we have a surprise for the viewers from Keystroke Esports coming up after this. So hang around just a second more. I missed a little bit of a cue there from Mr. Analyst Man. He might just fire me, but he's not paying me anything, so it's okay. So hang around for a second, and we got a little bit of a surprise coming up for you guys now. So rolling on to that.